G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Me and my father are out at a property. We went here 2 or 3 videos ago. We came here and we're just doing a bit of hunting. It's winter, so it's freezing cold. It's the opposite of last time. We went in summer and the dogs didn't really like it, so we're here now in the cold. We've had a lot of recent rain up here and the grass is like so thick. As you can see, there's a lot of greenery on the ground. And the pigs should be hiding up in here making beds and stuff, so hopefully we can get onto a couple. We've seen a fair few tracks. We are staying up here for around 5 days, so hopefully we can get some pigs in that amount of time. We'll be able to find where they're hiding and where they're eating and where they're sourcing their water. I haven't posted for like a month because I broke my other GoPro SD card snapped inside of it, so I got a new one, so ready, fresh start. I'm just getting to know this. I don't know, it's a Hero 9, so I'm not sure really how to use it at the moment, so we'll get better at that. But me and Dad are gonna get some brekkie. It was a 7-hour drive, so big drive. We stayed at a little camp spot off the side of the road in the swags. It was freezing cold. Lucky I had enough blankets to keep me warm. But we're gonna get the jaffle out and cook some baked bean toasties. As you can see, same as last time. Got Shakova. There you go, one. Dad just lit a fire there. Got Albie, the old dog. How you going, Albie? And Cooter, big brute. Got the old Nana's Billy there. Jump maker and that. Ready to get into some of them. Right, so we're going for our first hunt now. We're just going to drive around and see if we can pick up a couple of pigs wandering around or having a drink at a dam. We've got the dogs in the back here, all plated up, ready to go. Right there, there's some pretty big pig tracks. We've just been driving around the crops. The line is there. There's tracks there. And they're walking along the side of the crops. Crops are just there. And they're walking along, and we've been seeing a heap of tracks and that. Good mobs and very, very heavy pigs. So maybe we might get onto some of them. Okay, so we've just got out of the car and we've just come across a goat trap, and we saw some 4-wheel drive tracks leading to it, and that black stuff there, that's molasses, and the white stuff's salt, and that's what we believe, because there's a bag under this thing here with salt written on it. And what they do is they just walk up that and then jump in there, and it's a trap. We found it out here in the middle of nowhere, which is pretty cool. Seen a lot of tracks, so we're gonna get the spotlight out tonight as well and give that a run. Alright, so we're back at camp now. So I got my rod in here because last time I was catching some pretty cool fish out of this dam, and we've gotten back and the floater's getting towed by something. I'm not sure what it is. We'll soon find out now. Got him. I think it's a fish, yep. Tiny little things. Here it is. Yeah, it's one of them little fish. Swallowed it. We'll get it out. I've had some people in the last video comment on what this fish was. I forgot what it's called. Some sort of, someone said juvenile perch, and there was something that started with S. Perch, but it's some sort of perch anyway. Oosh. And it's really, really cool looking one. I'll get a photo. I've got it, hooked him a bit deep. I just tore his skin a bit, not his gills, so he'll swim off fine. But I'll just get a quick photo with him and let him go. That's what they are there. Pretty cool. In a dam, in this dam with worms. I got that on a little small hook. I left it in while we went for a drive. Another one on the board. Little, but they're sure fun to catch when you're doing nothing and you're bored. Okay, so we're just heading to the crops now, because we think this is maybe, we're just trying to find out the time they're coming out and they're feeding, because we didn't get any when we did a spotlight last night, so we figure they're coming out early in the morning, or like even earlier, like say 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock, something like that. So we're gonna, over the 5 days, we're gonna find out. So, nothing. They're coming out at a different time, and there's just that many. Me and Dad were shocked we didn't see any. So, we're gonna have a meeting with a bloke that catches goats out here, and he reckons he's seen a fair few somewhere where we haven't been. So, we'll go there and check, because maybe they're moving a long distance to have a feed. So nothing this morning, not even some little ones are moving around, and the amount of tracks we saw yesterday. Yeah, so we got the Billy here. What are you doing? Right, got the swags here. Dad replicated his. I don't think you can get these swags anymore. They're unreal. Like, there's like a whole meter of room in there that you can thing, and it takes stuff all to set up. And they're really good swag. And Dad just got a bloke to remake his, and this is mine. I just need to repeg that peg in. But that's really good. So, and they're really warm too. Water runs off them nice too if it rains. We're gonna have some brekkie, and then we'll probably go for a walk later on, where we got them pigs, the last video I did up here. So it's about 3 in the morning now, and we're going for a hunt. So we're just switching up times a bit to try and find when they're coming out, because they're all coming out at a Pacific time, and we just haven't been able to get them because they're too smart, very, very smart pigs up this way. So the dogs have plated up already, got a roaring fire, and Dad's heating the car up, and we're ready to go out and spotlight the crops. Can't believe that. We're just driving along, completely oblivious, because we thought we weren't going to get any, and there's a whole mob of dog-sized pigs. There was about 30 of them, and I shot, I reckon, maybe 3, and the dogs got hold of 1. Whew. Wow.
Here. Good, here.
Albie, here, Albie, P.O BOX, here, Albie, good boy. Smell him. Here he is.
Here.
Can't even see him.
Get him, Coat.
Here they are. That's the one the dog's got. It's a sow. This is a the one I shot. There was a fair few of them in that mob. So there's one there. I definitely shot one, and I know that was a better shot because of there's a blood trail here, and look at that blood trail. Big blood trail going into there. That'll be a heart shot or a lung shot with that one. So that's in there somewhere. We're not gonna look, we're just gonna keep. Right, so it's morning now. We went hunting this morning at 2 and ended up finishing around 6 something. It might have been 2 or 3, but it sure was early. We got up and went for a hunt till 6. We could just see the sun coming up. We slept in to about 12 o'clock, which is now 12 o'clock now, and we have had breakfast, sausages. They were beautiful in our little toaster thing made out of that mesh wire. In recent videos I've used that with the sausages. I reckon the best way to cook bush sausages that way. Dad's getting the tracking collars ready and that, so we're gonna take the dogs for a walk now in some thick scrub, where the farmer that owns this joint said that there was some fresh tracks this morning there. So we'll go in there with the dogs and hopefully get some out there. We've found out what they're doing. We reckon they're coming out really early hours of the morning and all day, because they don't really need to come out to the rice because they've got that much food in where they're staying, so which is in the scrub, and they're just sleeping up, walking out 10 meters of where they're sleeping and eating the pasture and stuff that's on the ground. So what we're going to do in about 45 minutes is Dad's getting the dog stuff ready right now, and we're going to plate them up and take them down to this paddock where the farmer said it's pretty good hunting there. So we're going to go in there and take the dogs for a walk, do a fair bit of walking, walk around all in the bush and that, try and pull some out of under the trees and that. While looking at all the tracks we've seen, there is a lot, a lot of pigs getting around, but they're just like ghosts. They're just that smart around here because they're getting hunted a lot around other properties. So they're moving a lot. There's a lot of mobs too, but the mobs tend to have the sows with the smaller piglets in there with them. We're not trying to chase them. We're trying to get them loner boars that are running around, chasing them sows. We're gonna go get ready to go, get all camp cleaned up a bit, set up, and we'll get back into the hunting, walking around. Righto, we're back from that little hunt. Not one track in that bush. We thought there was going to be in there, but they're not there. They're moving around a lot, so really disappointing that we didn't get them. Our next option is to do hunting in some tree lines, but this afternoon we're gonna go and try and get ourselves a billy goat, go for another walk in the scrub, because there's a lot of goats getting around up in this far paddock. Check out these bulls here, they're huge. Look at that. Look at the size of him. It's huge. Massive. Okay, so we just got out of the car and there's about 30 goats and about 4 big billies through here. So I'm walking around because the breeze is going this way. I want to get behind them, and they're up through there, so hopefully I can get myself a billy with a 30-30. They're about 200 meters through this way. Try and sneak up on them. Got him. I reckon I shot him in a good spot. Look at that. Massive billy, finally got one. Look at the horns on him. It's a nice one. And I shot him right here. Really good shot right near behind the back of the leg there. Alright, so we're back now after shooting that massive billy goat. That was a relief to get that off my shoulders, to get a nice one of them. I've been wanting to get one of them for a long time. We might get up at Dave Break for a walk. We'll see how we go, see how if we're tired or not. So we're just going up for a morning hunt. We've found a little hidey hole where there's a lot of fresh diggings, and that's the only diggings we've seen around here. We've just mostly seen tracks, so we reckon a lot of them are in there. So we're going to go in there now. It's roughly 10 past 7, I reckon. So we're going to hop in the car and go. Alright, the dogs have got one. Oh, here. How is he? Get him! Yeah, good boy, Alps. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so we're just walking to the bush early in the hours of the morning, and we're walking along the pad, and the dogs were going zigzag all through the bush and they had a scent, and we ended up getting it. It's a really nice
over your nose.
loner boar. He's about 60 something kilos.
Yep.
And there he's there. Look at that, nice pig. That's her first really big pig, isn't it, Dad?
With the pup it is, yeah.
And she's got her first battle scar on her head. Lucky he didn't get her eye out there. And he's got a scar there from another boar having a fight. And there, look at the only little fangs, but they're deadly still. He got the dogs. So we're gonna leave this boar and go into the good spot because we're just going around where that water we saw yesterday. So that's really good to see that there's these nice boars getting around. Alright, so we just came through after that really nice boar. And how far do you reckon we walked?
200 metres.
200 metres, and we put up another mob. And we reckon there was a nice boar that ran off. The dogs chased, Albie and Kuda chased him. But then they lost him, and then a sow with some porkers came through, and we saw them. We thought they were the dogs, but then the dogs were 300 out, and they were pigs. So I ran across to try and shoot one, but no, they had gone too far for me to shoot. So then I walked back, and the dogs then stopped hunting that boar over there and ran to where these piglets were and the mum, and Albie got a pig, Kuda got a pig, and Shakoba got her first pig. She's only hunted like 6 pigs, like caught 6 pigs.
She's only been out a couple of times.
Only been out a couple of times, yeah, that's right, Dad. And she's doing unreal, using her nose and using her strength of her body too to get them pigs. And we saw her running through the grass chasing one, and that was really good. She was yapping at it. We got 3 after that boar, so that's really good. We're going to move on to a bit of water because the dogs are pretty knocked up. We got some water in the backpack, but they've used it all, so we'll head straight to the water. It's about a kilometre
fill our bottles
into the bush, give them a drink, and fill our bottles up and keep moving. Alright, we've just walked from a little water spill there for the dogs, and there's just a highway from pigs just walking on this pad, and all pads are joining it like that, and then they're just going to this main one. This one's leading to all different water sources. They got feed in here, they got water, and they got cover. They don't need to go anywhere else, and that's why we haven't been seeing them on the crops. It's because they're using this bushland to take refuge because no one's hunting them in here. Have a look at this pad. Have a look at this tusk. That's territory for the pigs. Look at the tusk marks on that. That whole thing's just mangled, all being peeled off by a pig. Look at that. We finished our hunt yesterday at around 11 o'clock, and we got 5 pigs all up for the morning, which is really good. We found our little honey hole where they were, and like I said, they're hiding in this thick scrub because there's food here. So we found them, and we were back this morning, and we were driving down the side of the crop to park a car back in the exact same spot, and here is a 70 kilo boar feeding out right on the side of the crop. Get hold of him, boys.
So you're getting going to the cover?
Yeah, look at that. Big boar.
Get him!
Get him!
Good boy!
Get hold of him! Get him!
Stay in the car.
Yep, hang on. They're in there. Got him.
Got him?
Yep, go. Just in this tree here. Stop. Yep, keep going. Look at that.
Over.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
You on it?
Yep. Get him!
Good boy.
Good dogs.
Good boy.
Get him.
the wrong leg.
Good boy.
Good job. Jesus.
Good dogs. Look at that. There he is there, look at that. Beautiful pig. Right, so we just got back from that little hunt. We went good in there. We didn't get anything, but there was a lot of fresh sign, fresh tracks, fresh pig crap. And the dogs were very tired from yesterday, getting all them pigs in the morning. We definitely scored a big win this morning with that nice boar. He'd be nudging 75 kilos. We're gonna get some photos of this boar with the dogs and go back to camp, cook some feed up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, had a good little hunt this morning. I actually had to sleep on a chair. I dozed off because we were getting up early, so we finished cleaning up every single thing. And Dad's there in the car, leaving me behind. Farewell. Beautiful camp. How do you reckon that went, Dad?
It's a pretty good trip.
Yeah.
Quite well.
Caught some nice boars at the end.
No one got sick or had any accidents.
Yeah. Yeah.